All right, so it's official. There's a lot of speculation over the last couple of weeks about um Curtis Givens the third coming back to his home, his home city, hometown, Memphis, Tennessee, to be a part of this year's basketball program, and it's official today. It came to pass that Curtis Givens will be a Memphis Tiger. He's coming from the LSU Tigers down in Baton Rouge to the Memphis Tigers, so he's going from the purple to the blue. But anyways, man, I know there was a lot of people opposed to the Tigers bringing uh, Curtis Givens to Memphis, due to the team already having a, surplus of guards on the team. There's a lot of guards, a lot of wings on the team. There's only like one 7-footer on the team. There's, I think there's two players on the team right now that's 6'8" right now. One that's 6'7". Everybody else is guards, point guards, shooting guards. But to me, man, you can never have enough guards, especially after what occurred last season with the program, where going towards the end of the season, where uh, Tyrese Hunter goes down with an injury. I think, Dante Harris was out as well. And it really hurt the Tigers' chances of going for an NCAA tournament by not having your best play, not having some of your top contributors out there, especially in that game against Colorado State, first round of the tournament. So last year, to me, it looked like he didn't have enough players. Like his depth was just kind of, the bench was kind of short to me, the rotation. But now this year, man, he has an endless supply of guards. You know what I'm saying? Now the issue is not having an endless supply of these guards. It's just can these guards come in and have a role and contribute to this team, contribute to this year's team. You know, and I know Curtis Givens' numbers last year in his freshman year at LSU are not impressive by any stretch of imagination. Only averaged 4.8 points per game on 26.5%, 26.9% shooting, I believe. Only shot 59% from the free throw line. There's nothing to write home about. But look, here's what you are getting with Curtis Givens, in my opinion. He's coming over from the SEC, one of the toughest conference, I think the toughest conference in college basketball last year. Don't know if it's going to be like that this year, but with NIL and all that, the upcoming changes, with the House versus the NCAA and impending settlement coming to pass, that most likely will be a tough conference this year. But he comes from that conference, played in 32 games last year, so he's bringing experience to the Tigers. You know what I'm saying? And contrary to popular belief, a lot of these guys, 4 and 5 star talents, don't go into their first year, guns blazing, setting the world on fire. They don't. A lot of those guys struggle. And on top of that, LSU just was not that good anyway. You know what I mean? They weren't a good team. So Curtis Givens, he's in the portal. He hopped in the portal, and shouts out to Hitman Hoops, who has been on top of this from the start, about talking about how reporting on there being mutual interest between Givens and the program, and in regards to Givens coming back to his hometown. So he has been on top of this for a while. And there was some reports out there that, I'm not putting people down, but they was kind of saying that it was unlikely that Givens was going to come back, and there's like $700 off on the table, and any program that wanted Givens, they have to match that offer, or better. But looked like that wasn't the case. So you get him back. You got him back into the mix now. You have him. You have Curtis Givens, Zachary Davis, Doug McDaniel, Quinte Berry out of Temple. So you got an endless supply of guards, man. Julius Stedford, another Memphian. So you got a very stacked roster of guards right now. But as I previously said, doesn't matter that you have a stacked roster of guards. It's just that can these guys come in and contribute? Can these guys come in and find a role within this team? And I believe, he will. Give his or whoever will have a role with this team. And if it don't work out, a lot of these guys hop in the portal. Again, for the following upcoming season, that's if they have eligibility left. And that's another thing. That's another benefit of having Curtis Givens. He has eligibility, a lot of years of eligibility left. Hometown guy, So, and also they got him on a bargain. You know what I'm saying? $300,000 according to what Hitman Hoops said. But I think it doesn't hurt to have him on the team, in my opinion. It doesn't hurt because he comes in, has experience now, has a full season of playing basketball, college basketball level, 32 games, So you got a guy that played in a tough conference, comes in. This might be a cakewalk for him. Well, we'll see how it all play out, man. But interesting to see how that rotation is going to bounce once they start to put the roster together. So there's that. But Curtis Givens III is back in the city of Memphis as a Memphis Tiger. So looking forward to seeing what the next play is going to be. According to what the reports are saying, is that they're going to add a big guy that's like 6'9". So looking forward to see how that's going to play out. But that's all I have for y'all for right now. Give me a like, comment, subscribe to the channel. Let me know how you feel. What are your thoughts on the Tigers, bringing back Curtis Givens III, a 2023 target that could have committed to LSU at the time, but now he's with the Tigers, the Memphis Tigers. Have a blessed day. Peace. I'm out.